Alright YouTube, welcome back to Fernvalley Farm Beekeeping and Horses. You know what that means, don't you? Okay, this year I'm going to do something a little, I'm going to put my supers on. It's almost the end of the May here. I'm going to put my supers on, only a couple of them, because I didn't have a very good winter. But I'm going to use my queen excluder this year because I've got her be in single boxes. So I know the queen is down below. Instead of trying to find the queen and maybe separate it, I got stung. So I know they're all in single boxes. So I'm going to put the queen excluder on. I've never had that much luck in the past with these things. Some people have great luck, some people don't. I found when I used them, they weren't building. When I took it off, they really did a really good job. But I'm going to do it anyways because I know the queen is down below. Because in years past, and I am going to use, instead of using, where are they? They're over there. Instead of using my regular supers that I would normally use, I'm going to use my deeps for my dead outs over the winter. I pulled them all off and went through, and I sorted all the honey frames. Some had half. Like I said, I think my bees died because of mites, not honey, or not starvation. So I brought them all up to the honey barn. I sorted through all the boxes, and I pulled out the frames that were half honey, 3/4 honey. I'm going to let them fill all that out. So I'm going to use deeps this year for my honey boxes. I've got all these boxes with all this honey on them, and I just hate to try and store all that. And them damn wax moths get in. You get by July, August, and it just gets hot and miserable, and the bugs kick in. The wax moths, I don't want to deal with that. So why not just use the deeps? They'll be heavier to pull off, but that's fine. So I'm going to use my deeps for my honey supers this year instead of my regular, I use the smaller frame, which you've seen in previous videos. I use my smaller honey boxes for supers. So I'm going to use the deeps. I am going to do the excluder, see what happens. This year is I don't want to say it's a bust, but it's just like, it's so hard to get excited about this sometimes when you're doing great. Went into winter, you're doing great. I go in the winter with 8 hives. I come out with 3, and then 2, now 3 again. So. And then one of them is all of a sudden kind of queenless, I think. So there's a queen cup in there, but that's in the previous video. Anyway, so it's kind of hard to get excited sometimes when you do everything that you think you're doing right, and we're always learning. I'm constantly learning about this. So if we lived in a warmer climate, this show would be a lot easier. Anyways, I am going to put the supers on. I'm going to use the excluder, and we're going to see what happens this year. They've been fogged for the last time. You don't want to fog with your supers on. They say you're not supposed to. I think the law says you're not supposed to treat hives that have supers on if you're selling the honey. If you're eating it yourself, I guess if you get sick, whatever. And I mean, and the oxalic acid is all natural, so I'm not sure if anybody knows, let me know. I'm not sure what the oxalic acid would do if you treated your hive with your supers on, then you ate the honey. If you would know, if you wouldn't know, somebody let me know. I haven't tried it yet. I always just pull them off because by the end of May, I'm done treating. I throw the supers on. So if anybody knows the answer to that, let me know. Anyways, but I think that's the law. If you're going to sell your honey, you're not supposed to treat your hives with the supers on. If you're keeping it for yourself, I don't think they care. If you want to hurt yourself, you hurt yourself. Anyways, okay, so I'm going to put the supers on. I'm going to put 1 deep on. I actually brought 3 out here with me, and I realized this other hive here isn't ready for it yet. It might not be ready at all. So. And that's fine. If I get 2 or 3, 4 deeps out of these 2 hives. I'm hoping to split them, but they need to grow. So once they grow, I am going to split these hives, but they're not ready. They're not anywhere close to being split. There is brood and larvae in these hives, so once they really start to grow, then I'll split them, and we'll go from there. So anyway, let's go ahead and put the supers on the first hive, which is right here. Yes, right here. So we're going to put the box on. Let me go get it. And you guys let me know what your thoughts are on the excluders. I've done it, I haven't done it, I've done it. I'm going to do it this year, just like I said, they're all in a single box. And I know the queen is down below, so let me know what you guys' thoughts are on that. This box has got some pretty good weight to it. Like I said, as I go through here, as the summer progresses, as you can see, like this frame is pretty much full on this side, but half on that side. So I'm gonna let them just fill it all out. I'll keep an eye on it. Let them fill these out, then I'll throw into the box. And I'm gonna use 9 frames like a normal super. If you put 10 frames so close together, when you do 9, they build them out a little farther. Now on these they might not, because they've already drawn them out. But some of it they might draw a little wider. I'm just gonna do it, just see what happens, whether it's right or wrong. And you can get yourself one of these 9-frame spacers. Put it. I'll show you when I put the box. You put it on here, it'll space your frames out to 9. It'll give them the proper B space for 9 frames. All right, let me grab my smoker. Can you see this? Don't be angry with me, girls. I'm gonna do this really quick. I better put the veil on. And my gloves. It's funny how you can just tell sometimes when they're gonna be angry. Just sometimes you just tell. And getting attacked by a bunch of bees doesn't make me happy. Put these on. Don't you love it? You leave stuff out. Look what the mice do. The mice are such a pain. Keep your stuff well protected. Okay, this is going to be, I'm really unhappy, so I'm going to put, yeah. Sorry. Actually, you know what? No, I get, yeah. I am going to leave the inner cover on because the upper entrance is there. Oh, stupid. No wonder something didn't seem right. You ever do something dumb? Well, I was just about to. Okay, now we got to put the box on. I'm like, why does this look wrong? Sometimes. Now we're good. I'm like, I knew something didn't seem right, but see how this spacer works? Your frame's all set. And of course, they're all stuck. Where's my... You can kind of hand space them too. Sometimes making this thing work is a pain. Get it in there. All right, where's my... Oh my God, seriously? Come on, it's fighting me here. The problem is these things are all sticky. See, once you... Okay. So much for that. I'm just gonna hand space them, and I gotta bee up my thing here. I'm just gonna hand space it. See, the problem is they're all sticky and they're all sticking together. And I just broke it. Okay, on to the next one, which is right here. I thought I was going to be doing 3, I'm only doing 2. Okay, same thing. I got a bunch of frames that have honey, some don't. We're gonna just put it on. Oh, this box is heavy. The only problem when you're using these deeps for supers, they are really heavy. And like I said, I know these bees didn't die of starvation. Mites. I'm almost positive it was mites. Not a good winter. I forgot to put the pollen patty back in, but that's all right. I'll put it on top here. Just kind of separate these a little bit. It doesn't have to be exact. These boxes, like I said, are all sticky, so these frames aren't just sliding like you'd like them to. Try it this way here. If I hold, there. There, now I've got them spaced out kind of nice. And there you go, girls. Now I'll put the inner cover on, not like I almost did in the last video. I knew something didn't seem right. And there we go. And again, I forgot to put the pollen patty in. You ever do that? How many people do that? Raise your hand. Forget to put your pollen. I'm just going to leave. They've already started chewing on it. I mean, there's natural pollen coming in, but I'm just going to throw it in. If they want it, it's there. How many people do that? Raise your hand. How many people? I hate the glasses, the veil. Okay. There. Now, I've got 2 hives with supers with queen excluders. So let me know what your thoughts on that. You like them, you don't like them. They work good, they don't work good. I'm just going to do it. And I had a bee up my sleeve. How it got in there. like I said, make sure you keep yourself well put away. See that? Look at that. Freaking mice get in everything. God, they're so annoying. They tear your stuff up. So that's it. I broke my 9-frame spacer. That was my fault. I pounded on it and broke it. But anyway, so we got the supers on. Let the honey production begin. Not as much as last year, but we'll see. And I'm going to do this. I'm sure most of you people watch Ian Stepler's videos. He don't pull one box off, put the other box underneath, and put it on top. He just keeps adding. I started doing that last year, and it seemed to work pretty good. So instead of trying to lift the box off, put the new one on, and put that back on top, as you're growing, those can get really heavy. And he uses all deeps, actually, so I'm going to just do, I did like he did last year. I just added one. I just kept adding one on top of the other. It seemed to work okay. But I was doing it with regular supers, not deep. So we're going to just let them go this way. However much honey I get, I get. Hopefully I can split, make some more hives, go in the winter, treat really well. I'm going to treat a lot heavier this year. A little bit different, too, to have a little bit better success over the winter. So yeah, that other hive I was going to put the super on. I'm going to come back another week. If it ain't doing nothing, I'm going to combine it with, I'm going to just combine it with one of these hives, and that's it. So hopefully I can split, get more hives. Like I said, I went through all these guys. I pulled all these boxes out. I've got them stored up in a honey barn. You don't want to keep any of your supers or drawn frames just sitting outside, especially you get about July or August, because those wax moths get in, and those things are just nasty. If you go back through some of my videos, I have a video when the frames were stored up in the barn with the wax moths dead. I couldn't believe it. And they were not even out here. They were inside, and them things just seem to find their way into stuff. So anyways, that is my story. The supers are on, the queen excluders are on, and we are ready to go. So we'll do some updates on this. Watch for more horse videos coming. I got some, I'm going to mix it up now, horse and bee. So hopefully you like the horse videos. So that's it. Okay, I will talk to you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. All right, bye.